Hey Jan, how's it going? Okay, that was quicker than usual. Oh yeah, just bear with me a second, there's just one thing I need to do. Nightbot.tv. Login, authorize. Timers. And disable the Tiefling cosplay one. Because of course it's been fully Hey Mac, how's it going? Yep, I'll just switch the camera on. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. Horn wise, just gonna give you all a little treat. I basically primed these, and I've done some xenophil priming, which basically means I've sprayed the top with a lighter, white plaster dip just to create that gradient. That should sort of go shine through when I've painted it. And I'm just gonna peel the masking tape off where I've masked off the damaged parts. Ooh, that's satisfying. So yeah, these will still sort of look for... Yeah, this is my D&D character Grounded. He's a tiefling who basically grew up having to learn to climb really well, and so sort of ended up falling a lot. Amongst, well, she's just very generally quite impulsive and prone to injuring herself, so I decided her horn should be sort of a bit beaten up. So I've just literally carved some gouges and stuff, and obviously done a massive chip here. Yeah, sort of like scarring. I guess sort of PG scarring in this you know, scarred horns aren't that serious. Like compared to, say, if you're... Well, actually I might give her a bit of a scar below her eye. That's just sort of notes I've got on character design. Okay. Hope you're enjoying this premium ASMR. Well, I don't know if the mic's actually picking it up, but... Hey Kiara, do you want a shout out? Maxting, a friend of yours, is a character in her tabletop game Living Constellations who's got serious scarring on one side from buckshot. You seem commissioned up. Fair enough. That does sound pretty cool, to be fair. And I'm good, Kiara. Yep, and I'll just do this one. So yeah, I've got work first thing in the morning, so I'll see how I feel, but I might start painting this evening. Obviously I couldn't do it earlier today because I just did the prime this morning, and I need to let that dry properly. You have work in a bit, Kiara. Oh, yep. I think you started that job recently. How's it going? In your Hangout stream this morning, you said something about using robots, which sounds very cool. I'll sort that one out later. I think we should get on with the game. Maxting, you often forget to consider scarring on your characters. Delflint, your space pirate has scars from minor childhood scrapes and incidents, including being made to do manufacturing machinery, low-L mill gas kind of thing. Had all her skin and internal organs armoured. I had to tell them don't get rid of the scars. Neat. Kiara, they carry boxes so you didn't have to. Oh, neat. So is it sort of like a warehouse kind of gig then? Nice. Sounds a lot kinder than your previous employer. Yeah, I appreciate you dropping by before your shift. I know I can find that a bit stressful to do, just because I'm sort of anticipating getting headed off. Right, sorry, I said I'd stop doing that. Ah. Well, Kiara, I appreciate your early morning streams. Namely because they're always there when I need something to do in the morning while I'm letting my coffee brew. Oh yeah, so also I've sort of... Yeah, my new sort of camera setup. I've gotten used to the fact it moves about a bit now.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Anywho, last stream, we basically did Valerie's sort of companion quest, in which she confronted a bunch of paladins who wanted to sort of excommunicate her, even though she already left their religion voluntarily. Maxting, your character doesn't want to get rid of the stars because it'll probably make her more dysphoric. The more she tries to adhere to the ideal unreal inhuman image, but she couldn't measure up to it. Oh yeah, I sort of understand that. Like, Grounded is canonically a trans woman, but she's a power fantasy character, so she basically got accepted for her entire life. I mean, partially because Nick didn't want to run a game where sort of transphobia would be a sort of a major thing. So she doesn't actually sort of worry about that much. And she's getting a lot more angst from the fact, A, she was orphaned and raised by bird people, and B, she's literally got a hag stuck in her head at the moment. Keeps making her stab her party members. Basically, just keeps trying to make her act like a murder hobo. I think Nick really wants me to take a level in Warlock. Oh, anyways, an ancient curse. Okay, I could have sworn it said 2 weeks. That's probably going to be that thing where it's happens in 1 week. Any of these? Okay, I need to wait for this one. No idea where to find the flower. You know, maybe I should wander about a bit and look for the flower. I'm gonna look for the flower. Maybe for a full plate. Oh yeah, I should check to see if that's best for what's the name? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. At the end of the last session, I leveled up. So let's level up all the party members. Obviously, I leveled up my rogue main character at the start. I mean, at the end of last stream. So I'll get the rest done now. Enfys, are we finding the path to more murder tonight? Oh yes, there will be murder. Maxting, surprisingly few of your trans characters actually deal with any transphobia. Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing you really have to sort of talk to your GM about and set up in advance. Exactly, the murder path. Maxting, speaking of Pathfinder, you haven't decided what to do about the fact your character Janet retired to spend time with her family in Vigil, and Vigil's now a crater. Hey Nick! Oh, can we get a shout out for Nick? Yep. I'll probably raid Nick this evening because basically, long story short, it's his birthday tomorrow, so I mean, there's a joke about always saying it's his birthday, but it's actually his birthday for real this time. Thank you, Enfys and Kiara, for both shouting him out at the same time. I, of course, sent him snacks via his phone because I have the imagination of a soggy turnip. Oh yeah, I was just leveling up my characters, so let's continue. So Valerie is taking her 13th level of fighter. Speaking of the personality of a soggy turnip. And at this she gets total cover. In which she has full cover while using her house shield. And also feet. What feat should she have? I think Die Hard's a good one for meat shields. Who's next? Ah, Knock Knock. Taking his 13th level in Knife Master Rogue. Okay, extra sneak attack damage. Perfect. Okay, let's increase mobility, trickery, stealth. All that good rogue stuff. Nature law and perception, of course. And yeah, religion, because he's sort of religious. Okay, feet. Don't bother with point blank shot because he doesn't use ranged weapons. Piranha strike might be nice. Take improved critical with a dagger. Okay, Amiri's 13th level in Barbarian. She's getting more damage reduction for her rage. So she's going to have damage reduction too, which is just a flat 2 off any damage she ever takes. And, well, there's a lot of very interesting ways that interacts. I don't know why it keeps recommending point blank shot when she, again, has no ranged attacks at the moment. Okay, alertness is tempting. Yeah, critical focus works just because she's very good at critical hits. Yeah, this is not a particularly... 13 isn't a particularly interesting level for most classes. Lindsay gets Bardic Performance Swift Action. Previously it was a standard action. Oh, a move action. Won't make a lot of difference, but it will make a nice difference, I guess. Okay, I don't think the weapon abilities are worth doing, because she isn't really much of a weapon fighter. Yeah, extra performance. Because that should be an extra heal. Okay, the fun part. More spells. Nick, you've worked out what Blade Song is to your new D&D character, and you can confirm it's very stupid. Okay, your new D&D character, would that be for Nordmark? I always forget the word when I don't have it written down. But you know, the season elves. Eladrin, that was it. Okay, I guess I can remember it. Which I very appreciate that you've gone for a character who's kind of an edgy teenager. Maxting, how's Good Hope looking spell-wise? Let's see. I mean, the nice thing about bards is, of course, they're spontaneous casters. So every spell I choose, I'll have access to. Good Hope, Good Hope. Each affected creature gets a +2 morale bonus on saving throws. Yeah, that's a pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good buff worth having, I suppose. On the other hand, displacement. Yeah, Good Hope, just so I can. Ooh, and we're up to level 5 spells. Created to spell magic. Oh yeah, that's a given. Key Shout. D6 sonic damage per level. 13 D6 is very tempting. Shadow Evocation, aka whichever spell I like. Summon Monster is extremely tempting. Ooh, Joyful Rapture is very tempting. Oh, Cure Light Wounds Mass. I suppose the only problem with Cure Light Wounds is, obviously it's, heals any nearby enemies as well. Best version of Cacophony is cool. Cloak of Dreams. Erasm's useful. Nick, only winter is edgy. Summer's comparatively a hippie teen. Autumn likes fire a bit too much. Spring's a prep. We've got the entire assortment of stereotypes. They're an entire breakfast club on their own. Maxting, displacement sounds pretty powerful against enemies that don't see through it. Personally, never bother with summon spells on casters who aren't wizard/cleric tier. You figure that summon 6 doesn't do a lot when your wizards and druids are casting summon 9 at the same level. True. Maxting. Don't you forget about me. I'll be honest, I remember that best from the Future Armor episode than anything. Yeah, Joyful Rapture might actually be very useful. Because I mean, intelligence damage hasn't really been an issue. It's probably going to be at later levels. Still, Key Shouts. Ooh, Song of Discord sounds very fun indeed. I mean, I had to take Dispel Magic just because it's probably going to be handy for the next battle. Shadowification might be useful just for the yeah, I'll go for Song of Discord. Let me play for you the song of my people. Okay, and up next is our Kineticist, or one of them, who's getting an improvement to her Kinetic Blast, the quicken option for her Kinesis feat, Metakinesis, and another infusion. Yeah, Kineticists are basically sorcerers who sort of cast from hit points. Maxing, anything there that doesn't allow for saving throws or spell resistance. Yeah, that's a good point. I think all of them hinge on that though. Song of Discord seems to be subject to both, which would make pushing her charisma higher and higher important. Yeah. I suppose the idea of a bard is basically that you have as many buffs as possible. I mean, you have ready access to a nice stack of buffs. Problem is, of course, sort of after she's cast all her buffs, she can't really do much else except stand around waiting to heal. Okay, mobility, stealth, nature law, perception. Okay, new feat. Yeah, let's just go for dodge. So she has a new so many options, so little time. Flash infusion, very tempting. Okay, detonation could also be useful. Okay, that's an interesting one because it only applies to metal. Okay, unraveling infusion. Your kinetic blast burns so hot it melts away your foe's magical effects. Whenever your infused blast hits a foe and penetrates its spell resistance, you can attempt to cast a level check as if using targeted spell magic before determining whether the foe takes... Okay, yeah. Free to spell magic on an attack is too much to pass up. Okay, next up, her sister. She's basically taking, getting all the same perks. So we have her ability scores. Maxing, there's some very cool debuff bards. One of them has sneak attack. Maxting, what's Foxfire? Unraveling sounds useful. Yep. Until the Eldritch Scoundrel, the Sandman Bard was the only class archetype you could single class qualify for Arcane Trickster. Yeah, I think you might be right there. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what everyone's subclasses are. Because obviously they're fixed. I mean, Knock Knock is clearly a Knife Master. Oh yeah. What am I going to take here? Oh yeah, improved initiative works. And which infusion shall I take? Entangling infusion is tempting. Ooh, that just creates an area of area denial. Blade Whirlwind, you create a kinetic blade and swing it in the arc around you. Spin attack! Yeah, but I like Deadly Earth just because I like the area of just being able to create an area where they can't sort of enter. Okay, that's going to be fun. Okay, Jubilost, level 13 Alchemist. And he's just getting some more bombs, I think. Oh, yep, and a new feed. Because everyone gets that at this level. Exactly, Maxting. Everything's better with spinning. Hey, Nolus. You're here, BRB, getting a sandwich. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, once again, I think I'm just going to go for extra bombs. Okay, and a spell. Stone Skin Communal. That could be incredibly useful. $10 diamond dust, so it's I have access to it all the time. Yeah, I think I'll get that and stack upon diamond dust. Sorry if I've been breathing into the mic, by the way, I just realised. Max Ting, Stone Skin does have an expensive material component, probably worth it. Exactly. Oh, that's why I've been breathing in so much. 4 sets too high. Okay, 13th level of Cleric. which comes with nothing but feats and spells. Ooh, selective channel is perfect. And he's got a bunch of new spells. Summon Monster 7. Okay, next up, our Arcane Trickster, taking her 7th level therein. I think that's just, yeah, an impromptu sneak attack. Oh, that's just an improvement to it. Yeah, exactly, maxing. Clerics don't really get that many class features. Okay, so let's see. Spell focus is tempting. Yeah, we'll go spell focus illusion. And what spells? I'll go acidic spray. And yeah, echolocation could be handy. Just because obviously she's sort of relies on being able to actually land hits to do her damage. Okay, good old Reg in his 13th level as a Magus. Better arcane weapon, arcane heavy armor. Oh, and the ability to, and as a dragon bloodline sorcerer, you can turn into a dragon. Because why not? I like how the townsfolk in this are speaking Simlish. Welcome back, Nellis. Maxing your cleric Kingsfoil. Didn't want to invest much in channeling. Ironically, that meant he went for a quick channel as soon as he could to keep them from marginally useful later, and then did anything else to buff it. You should make a cleric of Savannah. I'm not sure. I can never remember which gods are which in this setting. Maxting, you have no idea how to optimize an Eldritch Scion. I'll be honest, I don't use them that much anyway. Savannah is the one with all the veils. Oh, okay. No less, you haven't slept properly in ages, but you took an Adderall this morning. You shouldn't be tired. That's how it works, isn't it? No. I mean, the whole reason you can take Adderall for ADHD is because it affects you completely differently. Oh yeah, I'll take weapon focus with a... arcane weapon. I'll be honest, I can't remember what he's even proficient with. Yeah, I'll just go extra arcane pool so he gets more stuff. Okay, what spells? Get haste because it's always useful to have haste. Vampiric Shadow Shield. And Fire Snake. And we have our bonus cleric. AKA Backstabber. Now, for various reasons, I'm going to give him Blind Fight. Namely because he had his eyes gouged out by the villain. Ooh, we can cast Resurrection. Which would be very useful if I actually had Death turned on. Okay, the Inquisitor. Who is very underpowered, but who cares? So edgy. An extra use of Judgment. Inquisitors are basically intended to be rogues as paladins are to fighters. Ah, yeah. Go for a power attack. And spells. And Cure Light Wounds Mass. And that's everyone leveled up. Okay, next. Head to everyone's spellbooks. Okay, so a new second level spell slot. Yeah, I think another use of Hideous Laughter. Ooh, level 13 spells. We'll make that Fire Snake and Summon Monster. Lindsay's a spontaneous caster. Kineticists don't technically get spells. Jubilost. Give him a couple of castings of Communal Stone Skin. Harem. Okay, level 4 slot. Dismissal. Level 5 slot. Yeah, Flame Strike. Level 6. Yeah, gotta go for Joyful Rapture. Level 7. Yes, Disintegrate. And Jolting Portent. Octavia. Exactly maxing. Preferred spell. I mean, it really fits into his background because he's got a sort of a divine gift where he's just got the sort of job of destroying things that are meant to be destroyed. Nolus Tristian, the old classic blind seer. Yeah, he's not really a precognitive sort. In fact, his whole thing was actually his lack of foresight. Oh, maxing Tristian's deity is Serenray, and Harim's deity is oh, I've forgotten his name. The one of the Apocalypse. Oh, favoured slot. Okay, I don't actually have anything for my favoured school. Oh wait, yeah, I've got mirrored image. Okay, that doesn't work. Yep, I think another controlled fireball. Acidic spray. Mages are spontaneous casters. Level 3. Could always use another fireball. Okay. Eagle Soul. Oh, Blade Barrier. Lovely and OP. Blessing of Luck and Resolve Mass. Sunbeam. Oh, Summon Monster 7. Okay, good. And your Fowl's a spontaneous caster.
I'll share my path.
Max Sting, there's an Imperial Lord, lady you guess, who's blind. There's a character trait you can take that makes your character blind but have fewer penalties for blindness from growing up in one of her cults. Okay, that's kind of cool. Max Sting, Grotus, yeah, that's it. That's who Harem worships. And the Inquisitor worships Eurofra, or however it's pronounced. Nolus, merchant comes up to you into the marketplace trying to sell you a scroll. Call that a proffered spell. Oh, happy coffee. Ing, Mac. Max Sting, usually in a Pathfinder game you'd have everybody working on levelling up their characters. Yeah, I have to level up everyone myself. And it's been... Whoop, dropped my phone. Yep, it's nearly been the first hour of the stream, and I've not even left town yet. Alright. Yeah, just gonna... Please speak to Kanara. Oh, new dialogue options. I think I scared you during the conversation in my chambers. That was awkward, wasn't it? I'm sorry I ran away, hiding my embarrassment in such an awkward way. It's not like me at all, is it? Kanara flashes a perky smile. I don't want to press you, but please know that everything I said is true. Kanara's cheeks blush again. As you wish. You see, everything's fine. You like me, I like you. And we're going to keep having a good time and enjoying each other. One thing I find really weird about the dialogue for Kesai, so Kanara and Kalike, is all the dialogue, even though it's literally, they were literally added in the the DLC that adds tieflings to this game. They don't account for the possibility that you're a tiefling player character. Kiara, you've got to get going. My stream's on your PC. Take care. Thank you for the luck, and good luck at work. Rhyme not intentional. Meeting the Queen herself. What a lucky day. Citizen, may the gods bless my rule. Oh, damn it. Stop being so deferential. See, this is what happens when my alignment slips to chaotic good instead of chaotic neutral. People, to quote Terry Pratchett, gain the defect
My time to shine.
of bending at the knee. Okay, so our marches. Yeah, I'm just going to look to see if I can find that flower. Okay, what we got here? Primal Manticore.
Knock knock, use to light
Get him, knock
enemies
knock.
on fire first. That hurt? Good.
Well, that was easy. Oh, welcome back, Mac. Hope your coffee's good. Nihilus, do you know if other party members acknowledge the player species? I.e. if Harriam says anything if you're a dwarf? That's a good point, I'm not entirely sure. Max Sting, you feel like one doesn't meet a lot of primal manticores at level 1. Where are they hiding at that time? Ah, well you see,
I decree we set up camp.
it's instant coffee. Rough.
Their sight betrays them.
Okay, what have we got here? Goblin Smart Eye. Goblin Cheater Eye. Okay, let's send in the scouts.
Be easier if you not fight back. Knock more runner and talker than fighter.
Yeah, I'm in no mood to mess about here. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Valerie in the party. Okay, Lindsay, let's try some of your new gear. Max Sting. Goblin Cheater Eye, so cool because of their preferred diet. Can you imagine if goblins like had to subsist entirely off
Come here,
apex predators or something?
Stand down.
Tunk and tunk.
I decree we set up camp.
That's going to be such a fun ability. Oh. Hey, once again I dropped my phone. Max Sting, your goblin druid eats eyes. Was exactly what his name said on the tin. He believed that eyes were the seat of power, and by eating their eyes he became more powerful. And could in fact get more eyes of his own by doing so. I mean, that's literally Elden Ring and Bloodborne, so fair enough. Yeah, I don't think these will have any worthwhile loot, so we're just going to leave. Let's take a quick rest. No less reminds you from a bit, you forgot what it's called, the weekly role you think. The Quasit Familiar is talking about its career and comments. Luckily good guys kill just about as many people as bad guys, so my supply of eyeballs is basically unchanged. Yeah, D&D has some interesting morality, shall we say. Okay, what's going on back at home? Okay, this trial succeeded. Okay, better get going back because people are talking about strange. Well, the treasure wants a word. Put G-Blost on this one. Okay, I'll hurry back then. We'll drop by the Swamp Witch's hut just in case. Might try speaking to the Swamp Witch just in case she has the flower I need. Max Sting, it came from going over the feats and ability and trait lists and finding multiple ways to get extra eyes. One Mutanite, another from spellcasting feats, one from psychic feats, etc.
An ambush, eh?
Oh yeah, the feats could get quite ridiculous. Nolus weekly roll is pretty grimdark but pretty fun. You should catch up on it. Max Sting, grimdark but fun, can be a heck of a time. Yeah. I mean, like, there's entire sort of genres that are basically grimdark, but it's not. Well, I suppose
You offend me.
like the original Warhammer 40k, the original grimdark was never particularly serious, was it? So. Splat. Okay, so where'd they all come from? Okay, there they are. Oh, cool. The Dwemer Cat's here to help. Yes, that's it. Into the Nolus, their most recent addition to the party, is a tiefling divine soul sorcerer whose patron is a biblically accurate angel, and the Quasit is her familiar. Okay, that raises questions. So what is it, like a web comic or a web show, or... Maxting, you're like, what if you play an eye-obsessed character who just has as many eyes as he can get? Ah, webcomic, fair enough. You really don't see as many webcomics as you used to, do you?
Let us strike as one.
Like, I feel like there was a golden age of webcomics that's over now. I mean, obviously, it was sort of a case where, like, everyone and their mum was setting one up, but... Max Sting, you need to check if you're up to date with Order of the Stick. Yeah, I've been signed up to the Patreon. So I've been getting them in real time, which is great. It's mostly because of the increased centralisation of the internet under corporate rule. Fewer places to host stuff. Yeah, that's true. Like, it's literally impossible to boycott Amazon now. Because basically everything runs off Amazon servers.
Your time is over.
Did something go splat? Nice damage.
Which knife to use? Hey,
Serves you right.
Exactly, Max Sting. Splat. No less you think it follows the rules of 5th edition. Has a wild magic sorcerer, either a gnome or halfling, you're not sure, who was raised by a badger and wears the badger's head as a hat. At the badger's request. Yeah, Max Sting, you're right. It was great that basically everyone could have a webcomic. Like, obviously, the sort of big ones that are still about now, like Penny Arcade and the like, but you know, I think the Control Alt deletes of the world were a small price to pay. Oops, oh well. I should really move Valerie out of a horrible earthquake zone till it finishes. See, Boggards, they carry gems and stuff. They respect my time when I murder them. Nolus, you don't read nearly as many webcomics as you used to. Order of the Stick is basically the last holdout, and only because it only updates every other week. Oh yeah, you don't. The Patreon doesn't have any bonus comics or anything. It all updates at the same time. I think the only perk you really get from the Patreon is you occasionally get to do participate in Q&A. Okay, there's nothing this way yet.
I decree we set up camp.
Just take a quick rest.
Too bad I don't know how to paint. I'd like to draw you. Maybe a portrait or a caricature?
That's something new. I don't think anyone has ever drawn a caricature of me before. I think that's for the best.
Reminder, Lindsay. Well, yeah, Lindsay is canonically gay, and here we can see her being a useless lesbian. Oh yeah, I enjoy Val and Isaac. I'm signed up to the Patreon for that as well. Evil prankster. Oh, that's not good. When's Valerie going to... Okay, she's busy for another 11 days. Oh yeah, for those who missed the last stream, by the way, Valerie basically confronted the members of the Order, the Paladin Order. She refused to join, and long story short, the scar on her face disappeared. After she made peace with her deity, and the scar disappeared, which got the Paladins in question so angry they attacked her. And like the other members of the Order were like, you know what, they had it coming. And yes, you're right, Maxting, Lindsay's amazing. I mean, and the nice thing is, I know I can be completely assured that nothing will happen to her because she's narrating the story, so at the very least she must get a happy ending. Nola's Rusty & Co was good though. Main parties of Rust... Oh yeah, I remember that. It's been quite a while. Maxting, you're going to make a character who had a scar appear because they made peace and became better people. Just to avert scars. Yeah, that's a good idea. To be honest, the idea that a scar is, or any imperfection is, a sign of someone not having a particularly good morality is a bit, ugh. Can't remember the name of it, but I think there's supposed to be at least one fantasy novel where a character has a scar that sort of serves as a reminder of their heroic deed that got them the scar. I think it was one of the big sort of 90s, early 2000s fantasy novel series. The Old Beldam. You again? I'd offer you tea, but I don't have any. How about a cup of death cap tincture instead? She gives a splintered grin. Best thing for the health. As far as I heard, a daughter of a human in the Fae used to live here. Her name was Elga Verniex. Are you her? The Old Beldam averts her eyes. Might be me, she sighs. Or might not. What's the difference? Who would still remember that name? Oh, okay. It all fits now. Tell her about the coins. I've learned what happened to the village. Slain the monster and freed a cursed soul. She listens to your tale, nodding her head. So that's how it all happened. A scary thing. It is, the curse and all. It would seem just a tall tale, but here we are. The village is gone, so who's to blame, do you think? What do you think? The old woman slowly smiles and shakes her head. Now more than ever, she reminds you of the Fae of the forest. It's not up to me, judging folk. Gods can judge. It's easy for them, for they know everything. The young folks can judge as well. It's even easier for them, for they know nothing. And I just keep it all in my memory. Yeah, I mean, by this point we know that the main villain sort of set this whole thing in motion. Hey Terras, how's it going? No less objection.lol still exists. Party wants to try and make a video of Valerie's trial in it. Ooh, Freefall. I haven't heard that for a while. Max Sting, you've got it. An oracle. Presumably a Pathfinder oracle. With some kind of scarring that spontaneously came from breaking a cycle of abuse and hate they were raised in. Ooh, that sounds good. Because oracle's basically the class that sort of has that as a feature. Yeah, let's do some trading here. Okay, she doesn't have a flower. Yeah, if anyone wants to look up how to do the flower quest, it's called a flower in the swamp. Yeah, I think I'd better go and do something about the whole cursed enemies about to attack thing. No less, to be honest, Valerie's scar was good and thematic, being as it was related to her breaking away from the goddess of superficiality. That's true. Although it does sort of leave a bit of a bad taste in my mouth that she basically like the whole thing was it seems to sort of punish her for not taking advantage of the fact she for being frustrated that everyone found her incredibly attractive. I mean, like, I guess it. I'd want to be as attractive as much as the next person. But like, she had a very valid point about being frustrated by people not seeing past her looks.
Don't you think?
Jubilost. Brioche, it's time we discuss one of the gravest problems of the River Kingdoms, piracy and all the crimes which accompany it. You see, for decades the illegal trade of stolen goods flowed among the criminals and the corrupt merchants of these lands. Now that we have guards in the harbours and along the roads, this illegal traffic has slowed, but only somewhat. Someone else might suggest you take advantage of the situation. Simply collect your fees and don't ask too many questions about the blood those goods are soaked in. But as a traveller far and wide, experience has taught me that the real wealth only gathers where there's no robbery or smuggling. The major trade unions won't want to deal with one who promotes piracy. I warn against tolerating things as they now stand. Establish proper customs in your harbour and hunt down these lawless captains. Okay, I'm big on anarcho, but I'm no anarcho-capitalist. So let's make sure people are doing these things above board. So we shall put an end to the illegal trade of stolen goods in these lands. What music to my ears. You heed my advice, proving that my labours to elevate this territory have not been wasted. I shall endeavour in my next book to explain how important it is for every wise advisor to work with a leader who knows better than to interfere. No less, it could have been doubly poetic. The goddess of beauty sees it as an insult. And she could have come to see it as freeing. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Maxine, you can't find any auricular curses that make you terrifying. I mean, if there's any that just reduce charisma, that could work. Nihilus, when you find time, return to the Swamp Witch's hut and make your way to the northeast corner of the map, just east of Teresia. From her location, make your way southeast until you find some bushes, which you can walk through to trigger a perception check, revealing it. Okay, I know exactly the one you mean. And that's a good guide, yes. Okay, maybe I should... Okay, I'll sort out the attack on the hill, then I'll go there. Yeah, just remind me I need to go back. Oh, yeah, Bocken's given me some mad scientist gloves. Which are nice because they give you a bunch of resistances. Okay, let's do something about these pranksters. Only a 10% chance to resolve. Okay, we're just going to have Ragongar try and do his best.
I decree we set up camp.
Nola's actual words here are: make a hard save here to ensure that you pass the Athletics 22 check successfully. No need to ruin a good day out if you can save scum your way through it. Okay, I think I might have actually done it. Oh, I mean, found that check, so yeah, I'll look into that as soon as I've done this bit. Brioche, we have a big fish here today, a noble from Brevoy. His clothes are worth hundreds of gold coins, and his eyes are shifty. He has a business offer to make. He wants to open a leather working shop in our domain to tan skins. These tanneries smell like a kobold's backside. This industry requires the use of alchemical components which are carried by the wind and cause nasty diseases. Nobody's happy about these factories being in Brevoy. That's the reason he's come to us. The offer is profitable, no doubt, but that smell that comes with it's foul. We mustn't make a deal with this little man. Better send him away and quickly. I'll teach the other moneybags a lesson too. Just because you're stuffed with gold, that doesn't mean you're allowed to do what you want. Yeah, I trust your opinion. Octavia's eyes glow. Perfect. We didn't save these lands just to turn them into a dump. Free from our chemical fumes, that our people will live here happily and give birth to healthy children. That was a bit of a weird thing to say, Octavia, but yeah, let's go deal with that hill, shall we? So many rank ups to sort out. No less. These big piles of shoot smell like big piles of shoot. Max Sting, you had a Rifts character who survived the destruction of his hometown because the tannery was far from town because they're so stinky. Yeah, that was basically a thing in the medieval ages. Like, people who ran tanneries were sort of shunned quite a bit. Just because of how awful the smell was. Okay, we're going to get rid of Ang. Get rid of Valerie, bring back Jubilost, because there's only really room in the party for one stuffy cop. I mean, to be fair, Jubilost isn't really much of a cop. He's just kind of full of himself. Kind of interesting, he's still chaotic neutral. Yeah, we're just going to see if anyone needs the Mad Scientist gloves. Oh yeah, Kanara can have the Mad Scientist gloves. Okay, why is that getting lowered? Max Sting, don't forget to buy that spell to fill that specialty slot. What now? No less done about curses given by a benevolent giver though. No less regarding curses, random one you thought of to give to a noble who broke a fiendish pact is that she can never hear music again. She can hear normally otherwise, but she can't hear music. Max Sting doesn't mean people could sing songs about her and she wouldn't know they were talking. Shoot. Max Sting known to have a transmuter or something with a 4th level spell slot that remained empty. Oh yeah, the arcane trickster. Yeah, I'm not using her in the party anyway, so I'll sort that out in a bit. Anywho, we're at Bolt Hilltop.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Let's get some buffs on. Yep, there's the glowy. Let's pause. And what buffs do we need? Oh yes. Stone Skin Communal, please. And what else do we have? Some embiggening potions, I think. Potion of Blur. Yep, everyone can have one of those. Okay, I forgot I had those potions of restoration, but... Bear's Endurance. Okay, that's for Constitution, so we'll give that to the... Okay, lovely. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Nolis, your point was you wanted it to be hard for her to hide her curse. Maxting, you think that's a good curse? It's about the curse on Hag's Gate and the Last Unicorn, but more brute force. I think the Last Unicorn's the one where the animated version has that moment where the old lady gets angry about a unicorn not coming to her when she was younger. Okay. No, don't go alone. Okay, red caps.
Knock knock ears with ears.
Get 'em knock knock.
Oh.
This quick.
Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that one went deep.
Away, you rascal.
Okay, these guys are pretty tough. Okay, we've already got haste active. What else we got? Oh yeah, Good Hope. I seriously hope this downpour isn't scripted. Maxting. Where have you been? She scolded the unicorn like a strayed milk cow. Where were you 20 years ago? 10 years ago? How dare you? How dare you come to me now, when I'm this? Maxting, the scene hits really effing hard for a trans femme whose eggs cracked late. Yeah, I get that. I mean, obviously I came out when I was in my sort of mid-20s. And I do sort of regret not coming out earlier, but I know there's trans women trans people in general who didn't come out until fairly late in life, so it could have been a lot worse. Ooh, here comes another one. Oh no, he's going for knock knock. Sweet innocent knock knock.
You deserve this.
Max Sting, mid-30s for you. It's never too late. True thanks.
Knock knock, you so the enemy's on fire.
Splat.
Knife time.
Wow, they're all going for knock knock. Well, it has them all in one place, so I'm not complaining. Okay, we might have this first round of enemies down before the turn even ends.
Stand down. Any last wishes?
Okay, here we go. Okay, that stone skin, communal stone skin's worth every bit of diamond dust. Max Sting, so King Haggard had a Witchmaker's Castle, so you can never have two magical castle ones poses. Then he stiffed her on payment because he's a greedy skinflint. To a terrifying degree, like some kind of human dragon, this isn't a character trait. Anyway, the witch went to town to try and get help for a payment. For fear that making an enemy of Haggard nobody would help her, so she cursed the town's fragile prosperity. Hmm.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Okay. Next candidate. Oh, wrong button. Oh well. Amiri. Protect Lindsay. Okay, can I get both of them? Yes. Oh wow, that is some ridiculous regeneration.
You offend me.
And down you go. No less gamers 2, Darkness Rising. Why do you suddenly take our spells away? Because it would force you to roleplay. Who's Beagle? You've met Beagle, and he's a sweetheart, absolutely sweet and caring, wonderful person. He's shocking good memory for fans he's met before, which is relevant when someone who recently transitioned saw him before and after. He was nervous because you never know who would hate you, but Beagle just told him a story about Bass's trouble to you got to know twice over. Oh, the author of The Last Unicorn. That is pretty cool. Okay, Amiri, finish this idiot off. Okay, Leafless Lady. Oh, wow. Bogeyman. Bloody hell. Okay, that's not what I needed.
It's nice to use.
Okay, and I just phantasmal killering everyone. This is absolute nonsense. Okay, Lindsay. I need to hit that thing with something deadly. Okay, let's hope this works. Okay, Amiri. This was not a good time to be missing. I suppose I can at least reapply that. Okay. That's the instantly kill my entire party enemy dealt with. Yeah, my focus maxing was on the bogeymen because they could just cast Phantasmal Killer on each of my party members. And yeah, I think Gamers was the movie where a rogue used an arbalist to backstab. Okay, I'm in a bit of a spot here. Break enchantment. Oh wait, I've got Dispel Magic Greater, Target. Okay, I guess that didn't work. Okay, good. Amiri, I'm going to need you to charge them down. Con damage. Utter nonsense.
Serves you right.
No less, come to think of it, the technically first campaign you ran, you think 5th edition had just officially come out, was with the guy who'd shown you Gamers 2. He played a bard, but was apparently convinced from the movie that bards were always useless, so he spent the first fight trying to hide in the cellar, and dropped that character going forward. Okay, that's kind of like if someone takes the memes about rangers being useless a bit too seriously. Okay, Amiri. Go. I've got to... Okay, yeah, as soon as I get rid of this trickster, I can... There we go. Okay, I think I can still do this. No less, on the other hand, one of your favourite moments from Gamers 2 is when they're fighting the big bad at the end, and Cass is grabbing all the stuff from the box of old loot, and brings up a literal shotgun, because why not? As I said, there's nothing funnier to me when in a fantasy setting someone just straight up draws a gun. Why won't you die? Exactly, Maxting, like in the ending of Wizards. Come on, Amiri, finish this nonsense. Yes. Ugh. Man, Amiri's taking a lot of con damage.
This is where I step in.
Okay, he's down. To be fair, I think her HP is quite low. She's just got a lot of damage resistance. But she is out of luck now. Oh, Lindsay, get over here. Alright, Kanara's still confused. Okay, she's back now. What loot do we get here? Composite longbow, speed composite longbow +2. Headband of mental perfection +6. Bit of gold. Masterwork scythe. Couple of gems. What's everyone taking damage? Okay, I think we're done.
Clip, clop, clip.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Done with waiting.
Okay, I think I've got Potion of Lesser Restoration. There we go. Maxing, when you get a Headband of Intelligence, does it pick a skill that you get full ranks in it? Like it does in the tabletop version? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think the loot might be fixed. Okay. Yeah, this is actually a straight upgrade for Giblos, so I'll give it to him. Okay, speed weapon, give you 1 extra attack. Shame I don't really have anyone who can use it. Well, at least that battle's over. You know, when you think about it, like a hat that makes you more intelligent is kind of disturbing. Because can you imagine if you literally take off your hat and you suddenly become dumber? Like, okay, a belt that makes you stronger or more dexterous wouldn't be too bad because, you know, that's just feeling a bit less strong or, well, I mean, yeah, that's not terrible, but I feel like if you suddenly stopped having higher intelligence or charisma or what have you, it basically feels like your brain's just literally become different in an instant. And that's terrifying. Max Sting, you wonder if you can give a dog a headband of vast intelligence? I suppose when you think about it, I suppose rules lawry speaking, no, because there's a specific spell to do that and make an animal intelligent in the first place. Okay, I await a report. Evil pranksters succeeded. Okay. Is anyone available to do the stuff? Apparently not. Okay, success. On the edge? Okay, that went badly. Failed. That failed. That failed. We're not doing well here. Okay, some giants. They might be giants. And we've got some visitors. Yeah, short rests aren't a thing in Pathfinder 1st edition. I mean, or 2nd edition. Oh yeah, this game doesn't... The game doesn't really bother with attunement. Just because it'd be kind of a nuisance for the CRPG format. If you equip it to someone... Actually, no, I think you do have to rest at least once to get the benefits. So you can't just keep swapping stuff out in a dungeon. Because that screwed me over. Okay, Lindsay. Looks like we're finally about to see another part of the story about Darwin and Lingzia. But this time, a peaceful solution seems an unlikely outcome. Lindsay sighs. Our esteemed captain has sent us a message. Here, take a look. He writes that he's built a city near your border and invites you to be his guest. But this invitation has a foul smell if you ask me. Lingzia is bound to be there too. I can bet that these two will be at each other's throats, even before we show up. Lindsay suddenly realises something. You won't be offended that I read your letter, right? It's just that the courier brought it in an unsealed paper, so I just... Fine, we'll go there as soon as we have time to spare. And also, please don't read my letters anymore. But I just wanted to make sure that the case was really serious. You wouldn't get distracted over nothing. I guess we should hurry, or they'll probably kill each other before we even get there. Wouldn't that be tragic? Rigongar smiles angrily.
Good news. Finally, my guys were getting bored with their posts. We've just now gotten word about a chance to stretch our bones. Some fairies showed up near the settlements in the Nar Marches. And not just showed up, they're pushing our people back, saying they're driving invaders from their lands. You know what that means?
Violence? Rigongar squints.
It means we can gather a team and crush those pipsqueaks. Give this job to my guys, and you can forget about this problem forever.
Okay, so we've got fairies don't attack for no reason. We've invaded their lands, helped the locals pull up their roots and take them to another area. Set up additional guard posts and keep the locals away from conflict with the fairies. Or we can wipe them out. Yeah, we're not doing genocide. Rigongar's smile turns into a grin.
So we pulled our tail between our legs and run from frickin' fairies.
The words of the half-orc turn into an angry growl. Hey, Rigongar's really too big on doing violence whenever he can. Max thing, you assumed it was given the equipment on purpose. Yeah, I think all the equipment in this is just fixed.
A new day and a fresh victory, your highness. Another attack has been repelled, and your grateful subjects have this special reward for you.
I like that even though I'm a monarch, they'd pay me like an adventurer. Lindsay gives Tristian an oddly serious look. It was you who was behind the attacks, wasn't it? But why? Tristian drops his head limply. Yes. At least to a certain extent. My lady. Tristian's lips curve scornfully. Nerissa ordered me to open the way for creatures from the first world. I've often travelled between worlds, so it was not a difficult thing to do. No list, you misread Mac's last post. Oh, okay. Oh. Just lost a bunch of viewers. Don't know if that's a Twitch being weird or if something just happened. Like, I'd have expected it like 30 minutes ago when Nick went live, but... Galarian is closely connected to the First World. Spontaneous portals between two worlds are not uncommon. All I did was give one such portal some extra stability. Once every few months, it opened wide enough to allow Nerissa's creatures to come charging through. What I did was terrible. People were dying all the time, because of me. And I could do nothing but warn them of the next attack. I mourn those losses every day. My only hope is that one day I'll be able to make up for these evil acts. The storyteller's voice is quiet but firm.
In any case, I doubt that Tristian's repentance will somehow prevent the next attack.
The attacks will continue. As with the ever-blooming flower, I only helped Nerissa open a portal from the First World to Galarian. I'm not the one leading her armies. Okay, chaotic neutral. Forget about your past mistakes, Tristian. Focus on your future. Tristian chuckles joylessly. That is not as easy as it seems. My mistakes will stay with me to the end of my days. But I refuse to spend my time wallowing in despair. I will dedicate myself to repairing what I've done. No less, in edge cases where someone was polymorphed and had their intelligence lowered that way, if you knew the headband was magic, I think it'd be cool if they were able to make themselves attuned to it, while having only half an idea what it was. No less thinking along the lines of Angua from Discworld trying to control her wolf form in Yingo. That would actually be kind of interesting. Like, I think somewhere I've got a book that's just sort of creepy folk horror based encounters, and one of the things it's got is basically bees that have used sort of enchanted beekeeper outfits to become sentient, and I really like that idea for some reason. We will prepare for the next attack. It doesn't matter who's behind it, we won't let them win. The storyteller nods.
I'm sure of it. Your kingdom is far stronger than your enemies imagine, as you remind them from time to time. It's almost as if you're the protagonist.
Troubleshooter, 90 out of 100. Get ready for anything. Max thing you're going to lay down. Fair enough. Hope you have a good rest then. Okay. Failure. 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 Bloody hell, this isn't going well, is it? Don't know what the red mark and Jubilos means. Okay, I don't have any one to do that. Oh yeah, I'm missing one advisor post. Maxing SI joint pain is really obnoxious. It's just some weird joint swelling that happened overnight a couple of weeks ago. Wow, that's really annoying. I hope you get some good rest and that dies down then. Oh yeah, I agree, Nolus. Foo Fighters is one of my favourite JoJo characters. Well, FF. But the FF is short for Foo Fighters. Rigongar's footsteps beam through the throne room.
The damn swindlers, Brioche. They're like lice, no matter how many you catch. Tomorrow there'll be even more. My boys caught another scoundrel a few days back. This one was trying to slip a love potion into the daughter of a local money bag.
Okay, that is pretty serious.
Not sure why you went through all the trouble though. The dowry is alright, of course, but the girl herself? Let's just say I'd rather be earning my bread crawling around stinking dungeons through the rat droppings.
Okay, Rigongar, that is not cool or funny. Rigongar chuckles.
Anyhow, we caught the poor sod. The court found him guilty and all we need from you is a sentence. His plan was devious and cold and everyone in the capital is watching the case. Unless you show the thieving scum around here who's boss, they'll just keep at it. I suggest a public execution. Love can make you lose your head.
Okay, that was funny. Okay, tempting to execute the date rapist, but yeah, that's the chaotic evil option. Lawful neutral. Fine him. No. Okay, I'm going to take the snooze-worthy, lawful good option and throw the prick in jail.
That should do it, I guess. Your wish is my command.
I like to think he's chuckling like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. I have to take a shower because I had to do something lawful. Whereas to Wildfist, the half-orc bows diligently, trying to maintain etiquette.
Your Highness, I come bearing gifts, a sign of gratitude for taking an old man into your service.
Item received, extinguisher. Okay, sorted. Support the Regent's endeavours. Rank 4 in community. Okay, that failed because I didn't have anyone to sort it out. Yes, triumph. The treasurer took the mage on a fishing trip to one of the best spots on Tuskwater and managed to purchase ciphers for half the price. When asked how he knew about the Major's passion for fishing, he just smiled. Okay then. Crime prevention success. Events. Redemption. A wealthy subject steeping with Okay, this is hilarious just because of something that's happened in my Pathfinder game. But yep, if anyone's gonna redeem someone, it's just at the end. Spider invasions. Again. And stability is rank 4. Okay, that ended in a disaster. Oh, -8 military. Frick. Successfully redeemed. And let's try the whale hunt again. Okay, 50-50. I'll take it. I might end this stream a bit earlier than usual and go catch Nick's stream. Opportunity. Renown across Galarian. Ooh. Whale hunt succeeded. Safe refuge failed. Strengthen Cassil's skill as a general. Yeah. Amiri, sort that out. Relations are now going to be at 1. Curator. Rank up. No list the setting from one of the recent Pokemon games. I'm not sure which one you mean. Okay, Tristian's busy. Needs to increase arcane somehow. Treasure wants a word. Shipwreck. Rats. Ambassador. Oh boy. Nolus, Galaria. You think that was the British one? Yeah, Galaria was the British one. Valerie shows you an open letter bearing an official seal. We have received an offer of trade agreement from the Kingdom of Razmiran, which lies to the west of your lands. The proposal seems quite fair. The letter was composed by Razmir's lawyers, and it seems very transparent. Of course, I will give it to our men of law if you deem it worthy of consideration. Valerie pauses. Of course, you know that Razmiran is an unusual kingdom. Many are suspicious of its self-proclaimed god ruler and its aggressive ambitions. But I won't give you any advice on this matter. Please make your own decision. Tell me about this, Razmir. If you ask one of Razmiran's citizens, you'd hear praises to the great god, protector of his nation. Valerie pauses her lips. But Razmir is no god. Most likely he's a mighty wizard. He doesn't possess even a trace of true divinity. But Razmiran is far more than a handful of fanatics. It is a fully developed independent state. Under Razmir, it has only thrived and can stand against its enemies. Razmir has set its own laws, and it's not up to me to judge them. It's better that there are laws than not. Okay. Well, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, what is the worst that could happen? Jubilost.
Brioche, the movement of goods through our lands continues to grow. It's time we exercise your right to charge fees and taxes on merchants who enter your borders.
Wait. Jubilost is a money man. He's chaotic neutral. Is Jubilost an anarcho-capitalist? See you in a bit, Nolus.
In the past, Revoy has excised this right, but now it's in your hands. You have only to decide what to levy taxes on. I recommend you steer to the middle course. Do not oppress the merchants too greatly. Do not believe their complaints and claims of poverty either. You should place a tax on goods for the rich and on craft materials for artisans. They both have enough income to survive these taxes without going bankrupt. Certainly you're free to dismiss my advice. After all, what's the worth of a famous traveller who's seen so many countries and watched how they prosper?
Okay, chaotic neutral. There will be no taxes. Ion on the River Freedoms. Kingdom effect, no import. Okay, it's only import taxes. Yeah, I'm going to take the chaotic neutral option and waive import taxes. As someone who spent a lot of her childhood having to import games from regions where they were actually released. Jubilos smiles slightly.
You think that you're that crafty? Building your first kingdom without duties or taxes? You know, these are bold fantasies best stored far away from your head as possible. I've got a special notebook for them. You should have one too.
Jace, a middle-aged halfling woman in tattered travelling clothes bows before you. Greetings, your highness. Thank you for agreeing to see and hear me out. My name is Jace. I'm a priest of Desna, goddess of travellers and luck, who accompanies us on our journeys. The fame of your lands has called me to your door, with a request. Jace folds her arms around her chest. Desna protects those who spend the night out in the open. Please help me and my associates create shelters for such travellers. Roadside shrines to the goddess. It will not take much, but the hundreds of travellers who pass through your lands will thank you in their prayers. Okay, where are you from, Jace? From far away, your highness. There was once a time I, like my ancestors, served a noble family in Chilix, but praise Desna I escaped and was picked up by a caravan of Brissinians. Ever since then, fate has led me along many roads and many lands, both bad and glorious ones, and truth be told, I've no wish to recollect my homeland. Okay, I've completely forgotten to drink anything for like the last hour or so, and I'm feeling the effects. And welcome back, Nihilus. And thank you for the hydration posture checks, Nihilus. I haven't done that either. What good are shrines? We already have pubs and taverns. She shakes her head. And what if the Seeker has no coin, or they only refused him entry because he has no means to wash? No, a shrine of Desna is more than just a hotel. It's a place where every tramp is welcome. The mistress of the shrine makes no distinction between rich and poor. I should probably clarify for Americans that tramp is British for vagrant or bum. Because obviously it means something else in American English. Why do you propose this to me? Jace looks at you in surprise. Because everyone in this land knows you're a good queen, one who will protect every soul, and who will not simply leave the poor and sick to fight their fates alone. Your subjects follow your example, and are likewise kind and hospitable. I have no doubt that Desna loves you, and all those who travel in your lands. Okay, how can I say no to that? Building shrines is a fine idea. Of course I'll help you. Jace can't help but clap her hands joyfully. I knew it. I knew you'd agree. May destiny keep you and your loved ones safe. Our companions and I will await your news. When you're ready, we'll begin right away. You'll have shrines in every corner of your state. That sounds kind of like a threat. No, Liz. You completely forgotten what it meant over where you are. Never really thought about that one. Oh, Bokken has given me the Esaberic ring. Another one. Dragon. Dragon bows from the waist and addresses you ceremoniously.
Greetings, Your Highness. By tradition, if a worthy ruler is patron to a master, the master gives generously in return. I have come to honour this tradition. Please accept this. I've worked hard on it, and I hope it serves you well.
Half plate of hatred. Ooh. I'll take a crossbow. Mim Wobblegander. The goldsmith's face shines. Your Highness, please accept this humble gift as a token of my deep affection, respect, or whatever else the rules tell me I'm supposed to say. I very much hope you like it. I worked hard on it. I want to order something specific from you. Mim wrinkles her nose. You can't dictate genius. But well, I suppose it's your right to try. What can I do for you? I'll trust your inspiration. Okay, any others? Oh, yep. Verask the Wild Fist. The half-orc bows diligently, trying to adhere to etiquette.
Your Highness, I come bearing gifts, a sign of my gratitude for taking an old man into your service.
Okay, he's given me another fly swatter. Wait, didn't I turn him into... Oh, never mind. No, I don't think he's related to Aragon. Nameless. Hey, Shroud. Extra planar cloak. Heck yeah. Oh, about Morhalan. I reported his crimes to the guards. However, someone must have warned him. He escaped. He has eyes and ears everywhere. I'm afraid your personal warden is the only one who can find him. Cheryl is shaken by righteous anger. I pray to Torag not to let him make any more mischief before the guards find him. And I pray you don't let him go unpunished. Yeah, I should probably do something about the guy who was killing sapient beings for their skins. That's kind of bad. Okay. Yeah, I think Amiri can do this. Okay, I'll need Valerie and Jubilost. No, Liz, the weird thing about the Lizard Folk quest is, at least with how they're portrayed in 5th edition, that's the kind of thing you expect the Lizard Folk to be doing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think the Lizard Folk wouldn't go out of their way. Actually, I think it depends. Because, like, early edition Lizard Folk were basically cannibals, but...
I'll share my path.
Oh yeah, I should look at the, stuff I've been given. Fly Swatter, Great Sword. Okay, extra damage against vermin. Cerebic quick. Hot Plate of Hatred. Plus hot 2 half plate armor. Its bonus to AC increases +4 against attacks of orcs, giants, and goblinoids. Anyone wearing half plate?
Don't give that to me.
Okay, she can't wear half plate. Extra planar cloak, +4 to Constitution, and the ability to cast Summon Monster 5 once per day for 9 rounds. Okay, I know exactly who to give that to. Okay. Notice if they're around non-lizard folk, specimens they'd acknowledge it wouldn't go well. Yeah, that's fair actually.
Don't frighten me.
Okay, I guess we're off the Yep, I think I'll go do that flower quest and then I'll... Ooh, Ring of Magical Devices, +5 confidence check on use magical device, and the ability to cast a spell magic twice per day as a 7th level wizard. Okay, I'll be equipping that. And I'd also better get rid of all those scythes. Yeah, I'll go retrieve that flower. And I'll probably call the stream here. Oh hey, the circus is in town. Yeah, I don't really need the mithril full plate for anything. I can use the longbow. Oh yeah, I've got tons of diamond dust. Hey Nick, thank you for the stop self-defaming. Wait, when was I self-defaming? Wait, Nick, aren't you streaming right now? What are you doing in my stream? Is Nick doing a bit on his stream? Nolis, you don't know, you know Kara has streams up while streaming. Fair enough. Nick, you don't have the stream up. This was your only way to stop Pixel self-defaming. Ah, that's fair. Inform Pixel that I concur he should stop self-defaming. I'm dressed as a tiefling. I'm automatically right. Yes! Skeleton salesman. And I'll kick Lycanthrope Bane Greatsword. I like the sound of that. Corrosive Flaming Battle Axe. Plant Bane Flaming Sickle. Shock Trident. Ooh. 5 to 22 damage. Speed Keen Composite Longbow. Leather Armour of Greater Cold Resistance. Yeah, what's that like compared to what I've got equipped? Oh yeah, I can't equip it, can I? Amiri. Corrosive Flaming Battle Axe is better than what she's got. Yeah, anything for knock knock? Half place of stability. Thing as no one in my party's using half plate. Okay, guess I won't be buying anything off the Skelly. Exactly, Nolus. And thank you for the quote. I'm a demon. Your argument is invalid. I mean, technically speaking, tieflings are descended from devils, which is even funnier because they literally deal in contracts and stuff. And unlike the Fae, they actually sort of, don't know if respect is the right word, but they're actually lawful instead of I mean, you've got the Fae when you've got the devil attitude to contracts, which is basically sorry, the devil's attitude, which is basically there are laws, we control the laws, therefore we control you. And then you've got the Fae attitude, which is more that their deals are more like a natural resource.
Nice. Don't you think?
But yeah, I was going to camp. Nolus, there was one unearthed arcana for a demonic tiefling, but yeah, you don't know if it actually made it into a source book. Yeah, I don't think it did actually. Okay. So whereabouts was the deck I'm looking for to get the flower? Don't know if it's the athletics check that's down here. No, that's a mobility check. Nolus, the roll to see what your racial spell today probably wasn't popular. Yeah, that's kind of silly. I mean, like, adding a bit of randomness to a given ability doesn't really improve things much. Return to the Swamp Witch's hut, make your way to the northeast corner of the map, just east of Titia, from her Teresia, and make your way southeast until you find some bushes. Okay. Teresia. Southeast until I find some bushes. Feel like I've been that way. Southeast until I find some bushes. Oh, here we are. Athletics. Oh, that's a 22 check, but I can do that anyway.
Won't work. Done.
Yeah, this is where the owls were.
This is my time to shine.
Okay, there's the bush. Rare bog flower. Going to assume that's what I needed. So does that mean the bog flower's not been cooked?
The dangers don't frighten me.
Oh yeah, camera's up there now, isn't it? Okay, let's get this bog flower to its rightful place. I've completely forgotten where I need to return it. Oh wait, yeah, it was Old Birch Lookout. Yeah, it was just some... I think it was a random NPC in Old Birch Lookout.
I decree we set up camp.
Quiet you. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, nothing else to add here. Just need to find the guy here turned in. Oh yeah, this was the guy. Is this the flower you're looking for? It is beautiful. The elf reverently accepts the flower from your hands. Thank you. You've helped me so much. Here, take my spear. My skill is nothing compared to the beauty of nature. But who knows? Perhaps you'll find it useful. Masterwork long spear. Tell me, my friend, is there a place here where I could settle in? I do not wish to leave this place. If you agree to work for me, I'll build you a workshop here. You would really do that for me? The elf's mouth opens in amazement. Well, if you're offering this to me, I'll gladly accept. It's a deal. Bye. Okay, guess I'm building this guy a workshop. I'll just do that before I forget. Okay, build. Lecture house, sewing shop. Yeah, I've already built that. Here we are, Kimiel's shop. Yeah, I should upgrade this quarter for espionage stuff, I guess. What can I build that has espionage? Okay, a brothel, apparently. Okay, the Goblin's Quarters has espionage, but... Kobold Quarters. Okay, I need to get some more EP and build those. But yeah, I think I'll call the stream here. Oh yeah, but I'm just going to leave myself a post-it note. Kobold and Goblin houses in Pathfinder Kingmaker. Stick that to my monitor, and that should remind me on Monday. And with that, exit to desktop. Yep, you have a good one too, Nolis. I guess we're probably going to raid Nick. Before you see it is his birthday. So I'll be streaming yep, I'll stream Friday because I don't have anything else going on this week, so I might as well just do my normal stream time instead of do it on Thursday. Not really much else to say. I'll be streaming on Friday. And obviously I'll be working on painting these, which I'm very excited to do. Yeah, tomorrow is Nick's birthday proper, but he's doing his stream today. Presumably because he's doing stuff. But yep, hopefully I'll see you all Friday for Lana's Inception. Sorry, Lena's Inception. And not much else to add. When I finish painting those horns, I'll probably start doing some ears for this cosplay. And yeah, I'm just humming and hawing here, so we're going to raid in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.